Welcome back. Another episode, man. Neighborhood CEOs. Hey, we got a full house today, man. We will do this. We'll run a little different play today, man. We got the doctor in here. We got Lionel. We got Raymar. I'm John, by the way. We got the doctor in here with us, man. Worldwide West. We getting the exclusive, man. You know, exclusive, man. He live from the audio book set, man. So we gonna get a little bit of we got this right here. Nobody coming to save us from the doctor, Wes Bellamy, man. Wes, how you feeling, man?
What's up, fellas, man? Y'all got me on here with three light-skinned dudes. I might be in trouble.
Hey,
Three,
Ah,
look,
three.
hold on. I just told Will earlier, Wes. I told Will, I said my other light skin guy let me down, but G Herbo, he got me back in. He got
He
us back
got
winning.
got you
Yeah,
back in the game.
yeah. So hey, nobody
Hey,
tries
Wes.
this winter, man. Maybe in the
No,
summertime.
nobody better not try y'all, man. Nobody better not try you anyway. You're definitely the definition of crazy light-skinned dude, man. Nah, no, seriousness, man. I appreciate y'all. Love the show. Thanks for having me back on, man. I forgive my voice. I hear it sounds a little crazy, but I'm super excited to be on and give y'all some time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, we appreciate it, man. First, man, before you start off with the book, man, how you feeling, man? How you feel?
I feel great, man. We're coming off a great weekend here in Charlottesville. We had our 13th annual turkey drive and giveaway, and then the seventh annual sneaker ball. And then we also had the honor of having the lovely Miss Joy Reid, formerly of MSNBC, come and join us for the Charlottesville stop of the Nobody's Coming to Save Us book tour. So I'm really excited, man. I'm happy. This is one of my favorite times of the year, times in which we get to give back and show love to our community. And I think this is kind of one of those times where it's the epitome of what we talk about in the book. Nobody's coming to save us, so we need to do this for ourselves. And, we get to
Mhm.
play a little bit of basketball in between that. So I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm all good, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up,
That's
man.
what's up. That's what's up. Real quick, I was going to say, man, since we interviewed you last year, right? It's last
Yeah.
year,
More than
right?
Yeah.
that.
It's wild how much time goes by, man. But we everybody we've talked to from Charlottesville, man, it's just like this is energy, man. Like, and John and I, we grew up. John Raymar too. Like, we all grew up nearby, and it's like
Yeah.
that same camaraderie, that same like uh, passion for the community. At least it wasn't as prevalent when we were coming up, man. So we just love, man, what Charlottesville has done, what how you've contributed to that. How the Wills, how the Jessicas, the Furts, like
Yeah.
all these key players, man. That's just been doing the Littles, like all these key players have been doing their thing, man. So hats off to you, man, and everything that you've been doing and the things, the movement and the power, and I really appreciate what I see, man, and it's awesome, brother. It's awesome.
Appreciate that, man. I think, with intentionality and all of us showing love with each other, all those people you just named, we're all tied and connected
Yeah.
to each other in different ways. And I think that when we remove our egos and remind ourselves that we fight in the same fight, we may be doing it in different ways and have different approaches, but we all on the same team in terms of empowerment of our people. It makes things that much easier. So, shout out to all of them. Shout out to Jessica. She just was on our panel on Sunday. And, obviously Will is my brother. That's my man. Littles was on the panel with Jessica on Sunday as well. First, like my little brother, I just talked to him the other day.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we try to do the best we can, and I'm looking forward to us continuing to build out with guys like yourselves. Y'all may not be quote unquote from Charlottesville or in Charlottesville, but I think this is one of the things that the power of social media has been able to do, allowed us to connect with each other and see how like-minded we are. And now, John and I see each other every Sunday. Obviously, I watch the show and see y'all doing great things. Bird and I, he always hits me up on my birthday and vice versa. So, we just continue to build out, man, and continue to show love. And that's really what it's about.
That's love, man. That's what's up. That's
Yes,
what's up.
sir. So how do you think, man? This is another rendition for you with a new book,
Hmm.
and just opening up and going through the first couple of pages, like it's something that's going to grab people. Talk a little bit about that. Why did you take that direction with this book, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to be vulnerable and authentic in leadership. We kind of talk about that in the first couple of pages. We don't need more performative leaders. We don't need individuals who pretending, and we don't need perfect people saying that they're going to lead our community. There's no such thing as a perfect person. I'm by far not perfect. I mean, anybody who knows, I don't proclaim to be perfect. I'm not perfect, and then when we go in that court, I'm definitely gonna say some things that you probably don't want your kids to hear. So, in all seriousness, man, I wanted to start the book by showing people again that it's okay to be authentic. And this book is probably half memoir slash autobiography and half leadership book slash guide. And I think that it's important for me to remind folks that I'm human. I think sometimes I kind of feel like people look at me like I'm a character or something, and like I'm not a real person. But I go through the same things as everybody else. I may be in this position, but leaders are humans, and I encourage anybody who's leading, like as all three of you are leaders in your own right, as we all are, remind ourselves that it's okay for us to be human, and on our journey of helping our community and helping our people, we have to be authentic because that's the way in which I truly believe we're going to be able to move forward, especially now and with everything we see going on around us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he definitely. I think that's the. I mean, that's why I said, man. Like I said, we knew each other for a while, but
Hmm.
lately it's been, we a little bit more connected, man, on a regular basis, man. But I talk to Will a lot, man. Like it's a
Hmm.
real guy. Wes is a real guy, man. Like he does a lot, but he ain't. You don't want nobody to seem like they perfect, man, because
Yeah.
and especially these days, man. Look at the man leading the world. I mean, so
Right.
you know what I'm saying.
Right.
We don't give him no shine on here, but I'm just saying that's more real, man, and authentic, man. When you can, hey, we all make mistakes. So
Yeah.
if you leading out here preaching something from that you're not living, or portraying a lifestyle that behind closed doors is a different way, then when push comes to shove, or when something happens, we all make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But anything happen, man, that's where people they go to pointing at you. They go to saying, well,
Yeah.
look, I thought you was saying this. I thought it
Right.
was that. So yeah, man, being real and authentic, man, that's where people respect that more, man. And people, I think I'll follow somebody like that more. I'm willing to go in the foxhole with somebody like that. I know, like what I go through, they go through. You know what I'm saying? They just had a different path, or they got a different title, but we all the same, man. We just fighting the same battles, man.
No, but I absolutely agree, bro. Like, and we see that throughout the book. Like, I try to write about. There's a few different chapters where we talk about people are going to say things regardless. Like, people are going to be, they're going to say what they have to say regardless. But what matters most is how we respond. One, how you handle what individuals are saying, and then ultimately what you do. And I just want to encourage us all to continue to do, man, because we're all trying to do this thing called life the first time. God is. God has given us all a calling and a purpose, and I believe it's not a conference call. Like what He has
Mhm.
for you is for you. So go and run your race. Do what you're supposed to do, but do it to the best of your ability. That doesn't mean that you're not going to make mistakes. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have critics. But what it does mean is that you got to go do, because we're not just doing this for us. We're doing it for our people, and the ancestors have fought for us to be able to be here.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. I did have you speak about the ancestors, man, and I remember one point. This was back before the school was established at Virginia State,
Hmm.
John Marshall Langston School. You hit
Yes.
me up one night, man, and
Yep.
you were like, Bird, do you know what this particular monument is? Because I need to get there. I need to draw some inspiration,
Yeah.
and and from that point on, I was like, bro is driven by his purpose. So can you like talk to us a little bit about your motivators, like the things that keep you going, the things that push you, and why, also remembering the ancestors and what they did for us is solely so important for you.
Well, I think I'm pushed by like community. Honestly, like I knew very early on in life like what God had for me, like what my purpose was, probably as early as 4 or 5 years old. So I know what my responsibility is. And again, that doesn't mean that I'm always going to do it exactly right, but I know I have to a certain extent a degree of what I'm supposed to do. I know I'm a leader. I know that the love I have for my people. So that's always kind of like my guiding star. I think that there have been so many people who have sacrificed for us, like the individual you just named, arguably, in my opinion, like the baddest man to ever walk through Virginia is from Louisa, John Mercer Langston. You can do your own research on him. Debatable, like the first black elected official in United States history on record. And I'm guided by people people like that. Like these people literally have died for us. So who am I to not try to do my best? And I know God has given me a certain level of skills to be able to do certain things. So it would be selfish of me to not do what He gave me the skill set to do. Like go do it. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be challenging. But whenever I get to be around guys like y'all and be able to really just, fulfill my purpose, it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, man.
It
Okay.
just like the title for me, man, is everything.
Mhm.
I love some of 19 Keys content around self-reliancy, and I feel like your title like screams that out to me. But like for someone
I ain't
who
asking nobody for no money though. My bad.
fair enough, right? Yeah, that's facts. I mean,
Respect,
Buddy
respect.
be in the DMs heavy, right? Um,
Yeah, this book is 9.99. This book is now
yeah,
nine ninety
nah,
nine.
man, that's fair.
Yeah,
But
hold
not,
on.
but but I love because it makes me also think about. I would say one of the founders of self-reliance is Marcus Garvey.
Yeah.
And so I guess the question for you, man, is like, what inspired this book now? Like, what inspired you know that title now, man, than any other time that I think that we've encountered.
I'm gonna be 100 with you, man. I've been getting that question a lot. Like, why do you name it this? And like, why now? Was it intentional? I don't
Mhm.
want to lie to y'all, bro. It was not like I don't know really what propelled me to write this book. I started writing it in July. So we were
Mhm.
literally in the middle of the Tonsil League. And I woke up one day, man, and it was just like over me. Like our people need a black print, like a self-reliance leadership book, and like a book that's not necessarily just self-help, but something that's talking to us about like this is, in my opinion, different ways for us to be able to move and matriculate through some of what we're seeing. Like as I was going to conferences or like I would be at different programs or people ask me to come and speak here or there, I would feel like people would often ask like, well, how do we do this? Or like, why is such and such? And this book is really just from my
Mhm.
personal opinion, like things and lessons in which I've learned. As I've said, like the book is only 9.99. It's not to make a bag. It's not because like, we this book isn't made to like make me rich or make a lot of money, but I wanted to leave something for our people that, here's what I think we should do and things that every leader needs to know, specifically black leaders need to know in order for us to be able to move forward. Like I think that that's important. And I think that game, like if you have the game, you don't always have to sell the game. Like some things I believe that we need to give to our people because our people deserve to know. Like if you know these things, and I think that I mean honestly, as I'm talking about it, I think that's part of the reason why we wrote the book as well. Like if you know these things, why gatekeep it? Like
Mhm.
then give it
Mhm.
to us if we want us to move forward. And I intentionally didn't go with the large publisher. Like I got some friends who have their own publishing companies who have been they've been getting on me like, damn bro, like you didn't want to say nothing. We wrote this book in from start to finish, from beginning to edits, in about 3.5 4 months, and I intentionally wanted to get it out because I felt like our people, this is something that could help us, and a reminder, because nobody is coming to save us. Like no
Mhm.
politician, no person on a white horse, no person like who, no, there's nobody coming to save us. We have to save
Mhm.
ourselves. And the book that
Mhm.
I often believe in, the book that I often read and believe in, says that faith without works is dead. So we need to get to work if we want the faith to come. And I hope that this
Mhm.
kind of helps people along that way.
Yeah, no. What you got today? I mean, a good friend of mine, he said, "Hey, L," he said, "L, man, God spoke to me. He said, if you move, I move.
Yeah,
If you move, I move." So yeah, I feel that, brother.
yeah. Like I firmly believe that you want something done, then you go do it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no excuses. Like I learned this. I mean, honestly, like this past year has been, it's been crazy. Like the Black College Invitational Championship, the Housing Authority, going on
Yeah.
this tour with the Black Avengers, as I call them, on the State of the People Power Tour. Where we've been going across the country, talking to Black folk, Tonsler, and then I mean just being back home. Like I think that that's kind of been the overarching theme, similar to what you said, L. Like God has been saying, if you go do the work, then I'll open the doors for you. But you got to go do the work first. And I think that there aren't. I think that there are a lot of us who are trying to figure out how do we get started, and those of us who are in leadership feeling deflated, depleted, and feeling like they're working in a silo. And kind of this book is a reminder like, yo, you're not the first person to go through what you're feeling. You're not the only person to go through what you're feeling. And this is some ways that I've experienced that you can help get to the next level. So a long answer, my bad, but yeah.
Oh
Man,
yeah,
good,
man.
man.
You
Good.
good, man. Shit, wait. We here for the knowledge, man. But
Mm.
yeah, man. But look, we know you got a role, man. But listen, what's what we do, man. We're gonna keep it moving. But
You trying to
Lionel,
get
you
me
got
on the show and then you kicking me off? Like
Yeah, man. That man ain't ready to go.
no, I
bro,
thought
like
you
what
said
the
you on the
yo,
crunch, man. Hey, the
yo,
boss
my
was calling.
man, dog. I told you, bro, my man. Yo,
The boss
man.
was
Yo.
calling, man. The boss was calling. Hey, it's all good. I'm here all night, man. I'm gonna be here all
Nah.
night.
I'm messing. Yeah, the
Nah.
boss definitely
All right, but
called.
look, before we get you out of here in a minute though, since we usually do it at the end, but we ain't at the end, man. Lionel, you get them to give us a little
Uh-oh.
something, man. Before we used to do it at the end, man. We do it now, and then we can take it from there.
We throw the,
Okay.
throw the oop to him early, man.
Yeah, go to Uber early, man.
Yeah, throw the oop early. Nah, man. Like John said, bro, we appreciate you, man. You still there?
Yeah, I'm
There you
here.
go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man, we appreciate you coming through. Definitely, man. Just grateful for that, and everything you're doing. And like John said, man, at the end of our shows, we like to get the key for the day, man. So we'd love for you to, bless the listeners with a key, man. Anything that's relevant to the book or just in general, man, that can help people throughout their week.
Yeah, man. Patient with people, impatient with progress. We have to be patient with our people because our people come along as they come along. We got to be impatient
Mm-hmm.
with progress. We got to go and
Mm-hmm.
do because there's nobody who's going to do this for us. But
Yeah.
our people deserve grace. Our people
Mm-hmm.
deserve empathy. Our people deserve the ability to be able to fight another day. And we don't know what everybody's going through or what they're fighting. So we got to be patient with our people. We'll be patient with McDonald's. They could take 15 hours to make your food. We'll be patient with Sedona or Applebee's or one of these restaurants when they bringing out your order, and then you'll give them grace when they mess it up, and you'll say, "Man, I ain't never going to this joint again," and then you end up going again. But sometimes it's hard for us to be empathetic and patient with our own. So I only ask us to be gracious enough to be patient with our people. But again, ultimately, we have to be impatient with progress in our own way. Like everybody's running their own race in their own lane, and we all don't have to do the same thing. We just all have to be committed to doing something. You know, you don't got to lead a protest of 10,000 people. That may not be your thing, but there is something that you can do. And it could be encouraging the person who is doing that. It could be doing the research behind the scenes. It could be leading in your own home. You don't know how many people you all inspire just by your show and the consistency in which you all have. So I salute y'all and I appreciate y'all, man. And we all gonna get there and keep going. And then lastly, go Lakers. And I need my point guard John to show up at the rest of the games for the season because we got a
Uh-oh.
championship to win.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
sir,
Uh-oh.
man. Yeah, I'm gonna be there, man. Yeah, we all LA in here, man. We all West Coast, all four of us, man. So
Yeah.
we
Good,
all LA in
good,
here, man.
Yeah.
good,
That's you can't go wrong with that, man. But yeah,
good,
man,
good, good.
yeah, you gotta get the balls calling, man. So we're gonna reconvene, man. We'll do it again. Hey, we know where you're at, man. I know I hit your line, man. So hey, I see you. Hey,
Nah.
keep doing what you're doing, man. Like I said, man, the book. Much respect to you with the book, man. I'm waiting for the audio. I know that's on the way.
I'm in the studio right now, y'all, because of
Exactly.
John. John,
Yeah,
Right.
man.
let's be clear, man. My own brother, man, he is on my back. I want y'all to see I'm in the studio. I'm in the
Yeah.
studio. We literally just finished recording the audio book. It should be
Nice.
out, relatively soon. We've been in here for the last 2.5 hours and now 3 hours because I promised my brother I was gonna do the interview.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
But yeah, we really looking forward to it. So again, all the listeners, I'm sorry I look a little tired. My voice sound a little crazy. But
Hey, you
John was
doing that
gonna not
marathon,
let
man.
me in the gym and beat me up if I didn't get this audio book done. So
Hey, you
y'all
running
see
that
him doing
marathon,
push-ups
man.
every day.
You on that
Huh?
marathon, man. You on that marathon, man. You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
You said last time we talked, you said you in shape, man. So you built for it, man. So I know you.
Mm.
I know it's all.
That's
I know it's.
true.
I know it's all good, man.
That's
But
a
yeah,
Hey,
fact.
bro,
That's a fact.
yo, John,
appreciate it,
hold up
man.
real quick, John. He
Go
locked
ahead.
in when you said that, John. He locked in when you reminded him of
For
that,
sure.
John.
Yeah,
You
Yeah, he
saw it,
locked
right?
in on that.
Hey,
He
look, I
locked
needed
in.
that. I needed
Hey,
that
hey,
reminder.
that's what
hey,
he
Wes.
Yeah.
said.
Hey, Wes.
That's my role, man. That's my
I
role.
like how you pointed out that when we doing the push-ups, man, us bigger guys got a little bit more weight to push. So you know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
yo, man,
Yeah.
John and Will, like they, you know what I'm saying? They just be
Uh-huh.
like, yo, listen, bro. Yo,
Now I
man,
got
me
Will
and
about 30
Bird,
pounds,
man.
man. I got Will about 30 pounds, man. I'm 175, 180, man.
He said, "Will different, huh?"
Yeah, Will different, man.
Will is different. Will is definitely different, though. He's definitely a different dude, man. But nah, I
Yeah, man.
appreciate y'all, man, and always happy to join whenever I can, man. I appreciate all y'all do, and you know I'm always a phone call away.
All right,
Yes,
man. Hey,
sir,
I see
bro.
you
Appreciate you,
Appreciate
Sunday,
you,
brother.
man.
bro.
Salute.
I see you Sunday.
Salute. See you Sunday, bro.
All right, man.
All right, peace.
Yep.
Peace.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that guy, man.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
hey, y'all know, man. Really, I was thinking when he was talking, like in a I don't know how many years it'll be, but that's like I mean, you know how back in the day they might have, you got Martin, you got your different people, but in 20 years or whatever, man, he'll be in a for what stuff that he doing, man, he'll be in a book somewhere, and we sitting here, chopping it up, man. So you don't really get to, talk to people that's doing stuff like that. Because I used to think back in the day, I told him before, man, like they always say he do this for this reason, or they try to put dirt on his jacket for why he was out here doing all this stuff. Or he came here, he ain't from Charlottesville, this or that. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, what he do, man, and the hate he be getting, I couldn't do it. I couldn't be that in that spotlight like he is all the time. Where what I'm saying, he fighting for, like you said, man, he could be making like that book. He could have made a lot of money. He could be out here like a normal politician that just out here for gain, for personal, gain. So, just from my
Mm-hmm.
interaction with him, man, I feel like, he's a solid dude, man. And he here for the, he out here for the right reasons, man. So that's what's up to hear, what I'm saying. He chop it with us and, come and
Mm-hmm.
kick it with us for a minute, man.
No,
Absolutely.
fair.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
was
so
going
hey,
to say,
what'd you say,
oh,
Lana? Go ahead.
real quick, I was just going to add to that, man, that you spoke on something, man, that I think we just got to call it what it is, man. He's on a historical, legendary run, man. I mean,
Yeah,
not to,
that's what I
I
was.
think,
Yeah, that's right. That's what I
that's
was
what
trying
you're
to say.
saying, man. Like
Yeah.
he
You
doing
think
some
about it.
legendary things. Yeah.
Yeah, you think about
Yeah.
it, man. And y'all kids, my kids, I don't know where they gonna end up, but they could see that Charlesfield thing that happened a few years ago. That's gonna be in a book somewhere, man, and he gonna be part of that story. And then you got kids or our kids, you could be able to. I don't know if it's gonna come up, but you gonna explain like, yeah, yeah, we used to chop with that dude all the time, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
and
cool,
we
man.
and we didn't have enough time. I mean, no time to get into everything. But when you zoom out, right, bro, been on a legendary run since the movie. We can go back further,
Yeah.
Right.
but the documentary was that early this year? Was that later part
Right now,
last year?
what's the bad stuff since the 812, whatever they call it?
Yeah,
Like since that time, yeah,
yeah.
he been on a
But I'm
mission.
saying within the last year, it's last year.
Yeah,
He said, you got the documentary, BCIC,
yeah.
the political, I
Been a
mean, hey, that
campaign.
was campaigning, like, yeah,
Mhm.
man, he definitely been in his purpose, like Bird said, man, he in his purpose, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
you
got to
can
be
see it.
driven. You definitely got to be driven by something to be able to go out and do what you do every day.
Yeah.
He's meeting it's West versus West, you know. I feel like that's how he has his perspective, but at the same time, he knows, the responsibility that he has being West Bellamy. So, I give him all the props in the world, because it takes special people to do things like he's doing to make a difference for us, and
Yeah.
also to be an inspiration for us, and also give time back to us, like tonight, man. He was just finishing
True.
up his audiobook,
You
and
could tell, Raymond, when you got
yeah,
on, you could tell he was like, I said, oh nah,
yeah,
he ain't where he's
yeah,
supposed to be at. I was like, he's somewhere else. I was like, yeah, he gonna be. He done been doing. He been working tonight, man. You could
Yeah,
tell.
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. Shout out to World
yeah,
Wide West, man, for
yeah.
real.
That's right. That's a fact.
And
Yeah,
like my guy said, he ain't my guy right now. I don't know if he was. Yeah, he was on here, Lionel. I told him, man, I got a new light skinned guy right now. I'm on G Herbo, man.
G Herbo. Yeah, yeah,
I put champagne down to the summer, man, but I'm on Herbo representing us the best right now, man. So
yeah.
like But yeah,
I got
like
to
I
check him out, man. I got to check out the
for
new
sure.
album. I know he came out recently.
Oh yeah. He own it right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a solid album, man.
Okay.
It's one
Yeah,
of the best this year, I think.
yeah, it's tough.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
tough.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
their style. Like I was telling Will, man, their style, his style of rapping, it used to really not be for me because it's kind of
Sure.
like offbeat. It's kind of just
The drill rap.
yeah. But you can just tell, man. Like I guess because he older, he got a little bit more mature. But
More things to say.
more like yeah, it's more melodic music, man. He got more substance to it, which he always been talking, whatever he want to talk about. But I
Mm-hmm.
was saying that because remember Drake said that with the trophy song. He said ain't no award for that. So that's like what
Mm-hmm.
West doing. He don't get
No.
he don't get nothing for that all day. He don't get no instant gratification
Mm-hmm.
for doing what he doing. Like the audio book, yeah, people gonna buy it, but he already told you
Mm-hmm.
like he ain't trying to hit nobody over the head for it. So like I said, he could have, if you would pay 10 for a book, you'll pay 20 for a book. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I just let you know, like, with some people, like you was talking about the 19 key guy, the first thing he say is the money
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
So,
Facts.
hey,
Yeah.
that's what people here for. As long as you
Yeah.
giving out knowledge and you know what I'm saying, you giving something when you asking for something, you giving something of substance, but you don't got to monetize off of every piece of information that you drop or you know what I'm saying. If you giving out knowledge to your own people, it ain't got to be always about that. But I don't fault nobody for trying to get their money, but it just
Mm-hmm.
show you that ain't really what he here for. And I'm sure he you know
Yeah.
he want money. I'm sure, but that's when
Yeah.
you don't lead with that, people respect you more, man. When you ain't leading with your wallet all the time or looking for
Yeah.
Right.
something give you something.
Trying to sell somebody on something, man.
Yeah.
It's but you know what it makes me think of, bro. It's like, he's so there's he's giving away the information, right? And so there's this concept called the four male archetypes, right?
Mhm.
Check it out. Yeah, it's on the four male archetypes, right? All right. So you got the lover, the warrior, the magician, and the king. All right. And so the magician, right?
Yeah.
It's like the magician got all the alchemy, he got the magic, he got the knowledge, whatnot. And so if you doing what you need to do, and you're a good magician, right? You are giving that information free. You're not charging the people for it. You're not taxing the people for that information. You're not holding back the information, watching people suffer and struggle. So you in your kingly energy, man, when you in this space of like, I'm gonna give back, I'm gonna do God's work essentially, and help other people get to where they need to be, man. So it's dope seeing that in real time, because so many people can have that information and knowledge, and we see it every day online, bro. It's like, it's this type of class to get to this level, and it's this information to help you here, and people putting their own prices on there. And I look sometimes, and I'm in the mental health field, so you have people saying they can do this and do that and help you with this, and you look at their price list, they charging so much more money, 10 times the amount of money than I would charge with the proper background to do that type of work. It's like, man, what gives you that authority to set your price? But you got people just making it up along the way, and people falling for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. I gotta check that. I like.
Yeah.
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
check.
shoot that. I'll shoot it to y'all, man. I'll text it to y'all, man. Like that joint dope, man. When you think about it, and like how it like, you got low sides and you got high sides, man. So
Yeah.
if you're in the low side, you in a deficit. If you're in the high side, you got too much. So you're
Yeah.
gonna be kind of balanced in that space. And man, that magician is real, man. Because a lot of times we don't really understand. Like, I need to go out and learn information. Like, we talk about business all the time, and learning the information, but some people don't even want to go get the information. They want somebody to give
Right.
it to them.
Give it to them. Right.
Yeah,
Right. And
yeah,
it's always out there for you,
yeah.
right at your fingertips, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the world that we live in today. Like, it's kind of scary how much information that we can receive right now.
Facts, bro.
It's not a thing of where you have to get up, go get a library card, go
Mm-hmm.
go go pull a book off the shelf to receive the
Mm-hmm.
information. It's right at the tip of your fingers, man. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a gift and it's a curse.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that when we are able to we go back to that word purpose again. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
we're living in a purpose, and we have a purpose and intention on everything that we're doing, the information that you're going to receive is the information that is going to be necessary for you to be able to give back and also help yourself. So it's hand in hand, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Go ahead, John.
Now I would say a lot of misinformation too out there too. You
Yes.
gotta watch.
Sure.
You gotta cipher. You
You
gotta
go. You got to.
decipher through all that. But I don't even like. Sometimes like I just saw something, and I don't know how they do it. I gotta figure out how to do it. I'm gonna start making something up myself. It was some video. It looked real. Something wild, funny on Instagram, and then you go to the comments and people just say, like, that's AI. That's all you see. It's like,
Yeah,
so
scam. This,
I
that,
still
third.
don't know if it's real or not, but like it's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people can tell you anything, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know what you're looking for when you're looking for information. You know what I mean? You got to know. I mean, I couldn't even say. We talked about AI a long time ago, Lionel. We first, I don't know, probably
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
last year,
facts.
we
Minute
talked about it
ago.
when we
Yeah.
first started to, you know what I'm saying, take effect and get big. But yeah, it's a lot out there, man. But the offensive is if it's too easy, you gotta, I guess you gotta double check everything, man, because you can
Mm-hmm.
find whatever you want to be true, you can find something to support that, man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
I, s- I,
whatever
s-
career
Yeah.
you
I
got,
seen that.
yeah,
I
whatever
seen that.
career you got, man. I mean, I be telling people about like sports. When I talk about when people talk about sports, whatever you want to believe, man, it's a fact or a statistic out there that can be like you can take to somebody and say, hey, look at this. This is what I told you about LeBron, what I told you about whoever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you
Mm-hmm.
want to talk about, political, sports, whatever. It's something out there that's whether it's real or fake that's going, what I'm saying, make you look like you know what you're talking about. But yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
gotta be careful out here, man.
You know what? And we have, especially like a lot of people in our older generation, right?
Mhm.
When things hit the internet, and I think I've seen a statistic about how many times something is. I don't remember the number, but there's once something is shared so many times, it becomes a truth. And a lot of people get caught up in sharing stuff without even like taking the time and opportunity to like really reading it to say,
Yeah.
let me reshare this because I may think it's true, but
Mm-hmm.
it's far from the truth.
Yeah.
And once you hit that send or once you hit that like reshare, it's out there and you're behind it. So you have some responsibility for spreading false information. And I think that, I think we just have to do a better job of doing our research sometimes. I
Mm-hmm.
think we all probably fall victim to it, but we definitely have to
Sure.
do our research, before we spread misinformation because, like sometimes you could be, liable for that. So it's just, you got to be very strategic with this internet game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. Internet definitely can have you quoting something that's wrong, and
Yeah.
you because you didn't vet it and you believe it. Like, oh man, because it works for you. It works for your situation. It
Quoting
makes
with
sense for
the chest
your.
out too, man. Quoting it boldly, like
Yeah,
running and
definitely.
telling people about
Yeah,
it, man.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, we do that all the time,
I,
man. I mean,
my
we do
home.
it all the
Yeah,
time.
go ahead. Now I was going to say real quick. They had one of those fake posts that Dak Prescott got traded. See what I did there, Bird? Dak Prescott got traded to the back over the summer, right? Not all jokes aside, my man did hit me up like, yo, he got traded. Whole time
Yeah,
it was fake news. The
yeah,
whole time it was fake news, man. But people do it all the time, bro. It's like, you don't take the time to vet the information and whatnot. So nah, bro. It's definitely that.
yeah, man. Hey, I wish you would have got traded a couple days ago, man. Trade that mother. I told somebody, man. I was like, it was like a month ago, a couple months, and they was,
Uh-huh.
I wasn't doing nothing, so they was like, oh, we ain't gonna do this or whatever. I was like, man,
Sure.
I'll trade you quarterbacks right now. I just
Mm-hmm.
told them, they was like, nah, man, you don't like such and such. I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
like him, man. I was like, but I just know, like he don't
Mm.
got that. He got to have stuff like perfect for him. He got to have
Perfect.
everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. We got it set up right now. But when football, like in football, it's like look at the Chiefs. Like eventually, when you make all that money, eventually they're gonna have to pay people, and you're gonna have
Yeah.
to show that
Yeah.
you can do this without help. And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't never want to see him, Jalen Hurts,
Without
without no
help.
help. Nah,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna look good, man. It ain't gonna be good. So, you
He
know,
running them away. He running them away.
yeah, whatever. I mean, yeah, he is though. He is, man,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
he got that mentality like I'm just winning. I'm gonna win. But football a little different, man. It ain't basketball, man. You ain't really. He almost will make a better basketball player because when you can control it more the outcome. One person can control more the outcome in a basketball game. In football, if you know what I'm saying, if people ain't, ain't rocking with you, man, it's hard to. There's a whole lot of people on the football field, man. So
Right.
it's
You,
hard. It's
you,
hard to do
yeah,
it, man. But
yeah.
it's different, man. I really that's a lot of things like with the social media, man. Everybody got like opinion, so people be talking. I mean, I be watching it, all the news. Oh man, what are you gonna do? People don't just God don't like them. But then you look at the record. It's been like 10, 11 games. We lost 2. So then you like, damn, well, how bad is it? But you know what I'm
How
saying?
bad is it? Yeah.
If you really know sports, like just because you winning, it don't mean that you playing well. Or just because even in
Yeah.
life, just cause you getting paid good, don't mean you doing good work. You know what I'm saying? Or just because you doing good work, don't mean you're gonna get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get it, man. It come with it, man. But you got to tighten up. That's all I can tell you. You got to tighten up if he gonna get, you know what I'm saying, what people play for. We got to tighten up, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the boys beat y'all, but y'all still the best in
That's the
NFC.
Rams.
Period.
That's the Rams.
Huh?
That's the Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
Rams. The
Mm-hmm.
Rams legit, man. Because really, they beat us. They was smacking us early in the year. It was
Mm-hmm.
like 26-7. Then they came back and scored all these points, blocked a couple kicks. So that
Mm-hmm.
stuff don't really happen. You don't really rely
No.
on that fluke stuff in football. So I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna say we second best right now in the
Mm-hmm.
NFC
Mm-hmm.
besides the Rams because the Rams they got everything, man, and they got a quarterback
Mm-hmm.
that he can't run,
I mean,
but he can do everything. He can
yeah,
spin that stuff.
he have
Yeah.
MVP. He
Yeah.
have MVP year. I mean, he in his
Yeah.
bag right now. You know,
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, he took all the last year off, so he should be,
No,
well
absolutely.
rested. You know what I'm saying? So,
Stafford.
Steph, he took most of the year off. Was he injured most of the
I
year?
don't think because remember we played them in the snow joint in the playoffs, so he played.
Okay,
Yeah, y'all did.
He might have missed a
okay.
couple games, but he
He
just
was
old,
locked in.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He's
he go, yeah,
37. You know what I'm saying? He white. He ain't athletic. So then when you get
yeah,
old and you already ain't athletic, a back problem to him ain't the same as a back problem to Lamar Jackson.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
yeah, man. But we'll see, man. It's interesting, man. Y'all got the spotlight back on y'all now, Lionel. So that Turkey Day,
Bro,
y'all
what we
got
gonna do with it, man? Like
y'all looking
bro,
for.
I can't even get too hyped, bro, because it's like you get hyped and then you get easily disappointed. So it's like that's been the years. Like, all right, they got this great win on Sunday, but then you don't. How does that translate in the next game? You know, and that's the only thing I get a little concerned about when it comes to the boys, man. They get it. I don't know, man. Like I feel like to be honest, bro. I feel like do they have? I don't think they have an identity outside of our top offenses. One of the top offenses in the league. But
That's it.
when you think about like when I don't feel like they put any fear in nobody's hearts. I don't think the
Nah,
offense
nah.
is.
Y'all
You
playing,
get what
y'all playing with house money right now because
I'm
y'all
Yeah.
saying,
playing
bro?
in the perfect spot for like that's what they say
Yeah,
about Dak. Like when he ain't got no pressure on him, he gonna let
yeah.
it fly. He gonna put up a bunch of yards. You might lose, you might win, but then if y'all get to 3-4 weeks and then y'all really in the mix, and then like people are like, oh, can these niggas for real? Then they say typically,
Pressure.
traditionally, then it's gonna look different. But now
Mm-hmm,
y'all in the sweet
mm-hmm,
spot right now because if you lose, well, hey, that's we knew they was gonna do that. And if you
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
win, it's like, oh damn, okay, they might be
Yeah,
for real. So that's why I
yeah,
tell people, man, I hate talking sports with people that like work and all that. Man,
yeah. People
I
just
don't
look
do
at the
that.
wins and losses. People just look
It's
at the
not.
wins and
It's
losses.
unrealistic. Unrealistic. And
It's all
John, you shared some as an Eagles fan, you shed some light on something particular related to your quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
yeah.
So I just was just wondering, like, what are your thoughts on Cam Newton's perspective on Jalen Hurts, man?
Cam Newton, he's a hater, man. He's a hater, man. But I'm gonna tell you what. That's why I said, man. That's why I'm glad. Like we don't do that stuff. We ain't that big yet. But I mean, a lot of that stuff be for content, man.
True.
Because look what it does, man. Like him and
Yeah,
Gilly, they was doing their thing, and and at one time I was like, oh, they serious. But then you'll see something else where they out in
I
the streets, they
see it together.
laughing. But
Yeah.
that's all it's about, man. So that's why I'm glad that I can be smart enough, have enough common sense to know like it's all for content, man. It's all for
Mm-hmm.
because like look at Cam. You know what Cam is? He's like the JV, the Shannon Sharp. He's like what I'm saying? They lost him. So now and you can see it in his performance,
Mm-hmm.
like he's trying his best to like put on a show like I can take this spot right here. I can be the guy, you know what I'm saying? But so I mean, he was a guy when he played. I mean, he had some years, man. He was like that, but I just feel like he ain't old, but I feel like he kind of like an old guy. Like he kind of a little bit of a hater, man. Which I know he doing it for content, doing it for clicks. He doing it for entertainment purposes, man. That's how you make money these days. That's how you stay relevant. That's how you get marketing. That's how you get money, man. Just getting people to talk about you. But I feel like he got a little bit of resentment in him because he feel like this guy making $51 million a year, and I probably never made more than 20 something in a year, and he ain't really that good. That's what he really think in his mind. And he's like, if I had all these weapons, what would I do? Like, what would I do with it? But if you know football, Cam wasn't the best thrower that you ever seen in your life. So he was just a freak athlete. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really. I be trying not to get personal with them shows, but a lot of them shows, man, I can't watch some of those people, man, because they just feel like they go way too. It's like everybody got to have some type of wow thing. They say the wildest thing they can say.
Yeah,
For that
yeah.
day or that week, you got to talk about them, man. So if I was in that space, I wouldn't be talking about none of them. But we ain't there yet, so yeah, I ain't. Cam, get one of these, man. Right?
Now, I peeped that with Ryan Clark, man. I like Ryan Clark.
That's my guy right
Yeah,
there.
I like Ryan Clark, but you don't get the same Ryan Clark on the pivot as you get on
ESPN.
ESPN.
And you ain't
Yeah,
supposed to. You ain't supposed to.
yeah.
Yep. But that's a
Yep.
dope. That's a dope. That's probably my favorite like podcast to where I can get a little bit of everything. That's the one that all the other joints that I listen to, I go there. I'm gonna tell you, like I just listened today, man. Kevin Hart on Mellow joint. That joint is hilarious, man.
Okay.
Oh, that joint is hilarious. But that was just you knew what that was. You knew what you was gonna get on that one. They was they was talking, they was just kicking it. But on the pivot, you can get everything, man. They might cry. You know what I'm saying? They might, they might somebody might be on there ready to break down. They're gonna laugh and they're gonna talk about, real issues, man. So I like Ryan Clark though, man. And I like all these guys trying to go somewhere. So they're gonna always put on their character, man. Whatever they done invented with their style, with their swag, with their, way they decipher, disseminate the information, man. So they all got their own little thing to him. But I think he's a genuine guy. I mean, he's a dude. If I saw him in the airport, or if I had I could have a conversation with him about a whole bunch of different things, man. So I like Ryan, man. He one of the more legit guys I think on TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man. But hey, so I mean, we had a little that joint we had off the top today, man, because when we first got on, once he told me that line, I was like, oh, I can't tell Lon when he get on here, like Lon, while we talking, man, be thinking of some different things to talk about.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be long, man, but
Yeah.
man.
It's all good. You know what I mean? Like, I came in hot, bro. Like it was like 9:25, 26. Then I had to set my space up.
Yeah.
Right. I had to settle the crib, you know what I mean? Just, get myself situated, man. So yeah, bro. It's it's been a long day. But every fourth Tuesday I do a men's group.
Yeah.
I mean, I just probably started this over the summer sometime. So it's something fairly new. First time I ever tried anything like that. And my boy brought us, so his church does it. And man, it's been real enrichment, just in terms of challenging. I don't really say challenging, but just I think what it is, bro. It's the camaraderie, kind of what we do here. It's like building and connecting and realizing, everybody kind of going through similar spaces and trying to figure it out, and just trying to find your way, man. So, nah, bro, it was definitely good, man. The day we rapped about gratitude. And so when you think, I think for me, man, like gratitude kind of always been like a thing that I check in with here and there, coming across Thanksgiving. We got what we give thanks for. I don't know if y'all families, if that was a tradition, you get around in a circle and everybody say what they thankful for. Right. So, that's kind of the thing, man. But, one of the things that really like stood out to me was like when we go through stressors, we go through, let's say hardships, just difficulties in life, man. Sometimes shoot, we neglect the idea, man. Let me just stay grounded in gratitude, and that helps us align right back with our purpose or values or whatever that case may be with God, whatever you believe in.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, man, I guess for me, man, I guess just to kind of keep that conversation rolling, man, like, is that something that y'all practice yourselves, like gratitude? Is that something that you, how do you practice it if you do practice it?
man. I really take that. I be taking a lot of stuff for granted, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Mm,
Like I think about it sometimes. Like I be driving to work and I say something to myself, like, man, it's good. Some people ain't wake up today. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my
mm-hmm.
way to work. I'm mad. I'm like, damn, I don't even feel like working today or whatever it is. But sometimes
Yeah.
I do that, but I don't do it enough, man. I don't appreciate little things enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do, but I don't verbalize it. Like I don't,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I don't take it and like really like look around like, what I'm saying? Not like I should. So I do it, but and like I always say, like I'm simple with. I don't need a lot. I don't need a whole lot. As long as I know everything, as long as I know I swipe my card is good, and I know like everybody in the house don't need nothing. Everybody got what they need. Then I'm straight. But I definitely don't do it like I should though, man. And I don't like check on. I mean, in the house, I don't really check what. I don't make them do it like I should either. Like my kids, like
Mm-hmm.
I used to be big on. They went to the like a Christian school, and then they go to a private school that's somewhat like that too. So they doing all that stuff at school, like praying for their food. Then they get home, they eat, they don't say nothing. I don't be making them say nothing. So I be like, damn, like
Yeah.
how you got them in
Yeah.
school, saying learn
Sure.
about spirituality, some religion, not that, not the old
Mm-hmm.
religion, but you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. But when they home, we just moving too fast, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta do a better job of that, like slowing down, man, and just making sure that
Yeah.
everybody realize like this stuff you just ain't guaranteed, man. The stuff that you afforded to do, like your kids, what they get to choose, what they want to eat, and have all these options and all this different, what I'm saying, like opinions, and what I'm saying. It ain't got to be like that. That's why I was supposed to go with Wes on Sunday to the turkey drive. I was gonna go out there. I was gonna take the boys out there too. And I was just gonna let them see, like, man, y'all could be out here with your mom or whatever, like looking, getting handouts. So I was
Mm.
gonna let them like, get involved with that. But I didn't make them. I think they went to church or something, so I didn't get them out there. But next year I'm gonna make sure like a couple of those things, like a toy drive, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta make sure that they can see that because I don't think and they're kids, but they ain't supposed to understand that. But I want them to know like y'all living way like the way y'all live. It ain't the best, but it's people that's like got it awful, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no toys. It ain't no what you want to eat. It's like you eating this or you ain't eating. You know what I mean? So
It's true.
yeah, so I definitely
It's
gotta
true.
do a better job of that for sure, man. So I acknowledge that though.
Yeah, it's real. That's real.
That's what's up, man. I think one of the things that you said, John, is something that I've really began to start practicing is like slowing down, just really, really slowing down and, just stepping outside of yourself to
Mhm.
be able to give yourself a pat on the back first,
Yeah.
and just being able to recognize that, hey, man, like you might not have gotten it good today, or there's some things that you could have fixed, but man, you're doing a hell of a good job, bro. You gotta be able to motivate yourself in that way, and give yourself some gratitude too. And there's this. When my grandfather used to pray in church, man, he always used to start off his prayers at may the words of my mouth be the meditation of my heart
Mm.
Yeah.
all
Mm-hmm.
the time. And
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about that. I'm like, man, like you really got to have some good things set on your heart to
Mm-hmm.
be able to profess them. You know what I mean? And the
Mm-hmm.
words that we do profess, you want to make sure that the words that you're professing, they're not cutting like swords, but they're giving life to other people. So
Mm.
just really slowing down and taking time and opportunity to give gratitude to yourself, but also just for us just being thankful.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to be where we're at. Our
Mhm.
circumstances could be different,
Yeah.
and I think the more that we give thanks, the more that we acknowledge that, the better the outcomes that will continue to be for us. So, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. I think one of the things that hey man, I'm with y'all in all those spaces, man. Just the busyness, just being going so fast and being so distracted by the distractions of our lives, and not settling down into to a space of complete soul thankfulness and gratitude, like just that being a routine, just being consistent with that and practicing that. And one of the things that I notice even in this light of, man, getting blessed by other people. You ever get blessed by somebody else, you be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you though. I'm okay. Thank you though. Like that humble, right? That humbleness, like, I feel bad for taking it, but
Yeah.
man, that's ungrateful.
Yeah.
Like, never looked at it like that. Or complain about my responsibilities as a man, right? And not realizing the place God has put me into to be able to provide and to be able to support and be able to do the things I can do.
Yeah.
But man, you ever feel that pressure? Like, God, I got to pay that tuition. I got to go pay I got to pay this. I got to do this. You feel that pressure. You're like, man, like, but what if we didn't have it? What if,
Yeah. What
what
if
would
you
that feel?
what if there's nobody in the crib right now but you?
You feel
Like,
me?
you know
You
what I'm saying?
feel me?
Like, for
Yeah,
whether you got no
true. That's a good
kids,
point to look at.
whether you got
Mhm.
no kids at all, whether you never had no kids, or you had
Yeah,
them in situations where they ain't with you
yeah,
no more, or you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? We could all be like single guys right now, and we could be thinking like, yeah, when we get off here, it's up. We got this going on, but
Hmm.
that ain't, you know what I'm saying? That ain't 7 days a week. That ain't the life for real, man.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, yeah, you'll feel like, oh yeah, but that's old, man. Like
Hmm.
that ain't gonna
Hmm.
get it done, man. Because
Yeah.
they think about like if you a single guy and whatever you do, you don't got long. That ain't all day. That ain't long, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was
Yeah.
out entertaining, you spending money, you wasting money. You know what I'm saying? All for a few minutes, man. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You know what I mean? Whatever. How if you the man, an hour. If you the man, you get it for an hour. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying, man, like, yeah, man, it could be different, man. It could be way different, man. So
Right.
I like that. I like them responsibilities, man. Now you right.
Hmm.
When I walk in the house, like I walked in here today, and I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. I ain't saying nothing, but I don't like when I first get home, somebody give me something to do. Like
Hmm.
so I'm talking about like I ain't
Step
sit
foot in
down.
the dope.
I ain't sit down, man. And I'll be like, and obviously I don't, sometimes I don't say nothing, but sometimes I'm like, damn, like, what I'm saying? Let me just, relax myself first. But you could walk in there and it could be silent, man. It could be nothing happening. You looking
Yeah.
around, you going in somebody's room, ain't
Yeah.
nobody in there,
Yeah.
or they ain't here. You got them next weekend. You get them
That's
next weekend.
real.
You know
That's
what I'm
real.
saying? So
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, I mean that's that thing. I can't remember. I think I said it last week, man. But you can't complain about the stuff that you asked for. You know what I'm saying? Not that we asked to be fathers or husbands, but I'm just saying you wanted to.
Hmm.
You got out here and you educated, you successful. You know what I'm saying? We got everything that people our age supposed to have and more. So when we got responsibilities and we made the kids, we married the women. So this how it's supposed to go.
Hmm.
You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So yeah,
But you
man.
speak on something real, man, is being grateful despite the circumstance, regardless of what we face with. It's like, and like you say, hey, we asked for it. Like we
Yeah,
put the intention behind, having a kid, having the wife, having the business, having, the things that comes with that. And when you get it, it's like, oh man, everything's a lot, man. I can't do this. This whole,
Wale. Shout out to Wale. Everything's a lot. Everything's a
everything's
lot.
a lot, bro.
You
I've been
know what I'm
feeling like that. Everything's a lot, man. He came out of that album like, bro, you speaking my language right now. Everything's a lot right
That's
now.
I'm gonna tell
You
you
know?
why that's my joint though. Because I'm a sample king, man. I want all I
Oh, you got some
love
dope
all them
samples.
joints, but I can be like, oh, that's
Yeah.
that's Keith
Yeah.
Sweat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Mm,
so and
mm,
so.
mm.
Them my favorite joints. So I was like, damn,
Yeah,
Wale spent about $1 million on this album because he
Yeah.
sampled
yeah.
every song.
He
I was
spent
like,
that bag.
song, man. But yeah, man,
Hmm.
that's what you gotta go do sometime, man. You gotta get. Hey, I think who we talked to, Fox, man. Brent, he was talking about
Hmm.
music one time when he was on here
Hmm.
with us
Hmm.
last year.
Yeah,
Hey, that's something where when you gotta slow down, turn you something on, man. I ain't gonna say
yeah.
I'm going to the book because I'm not going to do that. I ain't really going to do that too often. Not to relax myself anyway. I'm not. That ain't what
Nah.
my idea of like chilling out is. But yeah, man, put something on, man, and But yeah, we ain't got it. Ain't bad though, man. You couldn't
Yeah.
you couldn't ask for nothing else, man, because
Nah. True.
you wouldn't want it no other way, man.
True. But I think
Right.
go ahead. Go ahead,
No,
Bert.
no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your thought on that.
Now, I just want to say real quick, man. We got to slow down, and we just got to create that space, man, to do it right. Just
Yep.
be intentional with creating that day where we just can lock in, and whether it's for an hour, a whole day, whatever,
Yep.
to do what we got to do. But yeah, go ahead, bro. That's all I was gonna say.
We I think like that reoccurring theme for us, has been like, we're where we're supposed to be.
Mm,
And then, I was thinking about that a little outside of the pod because, it's come up a couple of times through our conversation. And I'm like, there's some people out there that's like, man, Raymar, like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
mm,
And yeah, you can feel that way. However, if you aren't where you're supposed to be and you can acknowledge that, then you know you're not where you're supposed to be.
mm,
And in order for you to be able to get out of that space or get out of that circumstance and make that change, man, you just gotta have that discipline. You got to be able to acknowledge some of those things that you need to change and drop off that particular weight that may be holding you back and become dedicated to something that's going to propel you past so you can get out of that space where you're at so you can ultimately be where you're supposed to be. But yeah, man, and I think everything that we've talked about thus far, as far as expressing gratitude, slowing down, taking time to just sit back and observe, soak things in, be thankful. Like those are the recipes. That's
mm.
part of the recipe to
True.
be able to, for a man to really put himself together and keep himself together. 'Cause, we gotta recognize.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then the people that feel like that, like they not where they supposed to be, they gotta. Which I mean, hey, I feel great where I'm at, but I ain't where I'm supposed to be either. But what
Right.
I'm saying is, you got to look at like what you doing. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? So, what they say, like faith without work is dead or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
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 So like if you just sitting around complaining, then yeah, you probably ain't where you supposed to be. But if you know what I'm saying, if you doing what you're supposed to do, like Lana, like you said, if you start where you at, doing what you can, then
Mm, mm,
you got to think about like some people and people that say that I think too, man, they looking at other people's circumstances, like the outside. So like
mm,
if somebody, like I said, man, like we did it earlier, man, people think because they see you or they think they know like you got it together. But hey, just because everything look good, man, it don't mean it's good. Like, hey, I check my account more lately than I used to. That don't mean it's empty, but it ain't where it was. It ain't where I used to have it at because things happen, man. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Yeah,
mm.
just life be
Yeah.
happening, man. So
Yeah.
just somebody might see you and they think like, damn, like you want to be where they at, or they think you got it just because you just wear it good, man. So
Yeah.
everybody got something that they what I'm saying, all the way there with, man. So
Yeah.
just look at what you're doing,
Facts.
man. Look at what you're doing. If you're doing what you can,
Yeah.
hey, it's all about that timing, man. So whatever you believe in, maybe they got you at that spot because you ain't ready yet, or what I'm saying, you ain't, like we said, you ain't ready for what's going to happen, what's going to
That's
come.
what happened.
So it's
Hmm.
preparing you, where you at, getting you ready for that blessing, for that breakthrough, man. So yeah,
Hmm.
people like that, man. I just feel like I would say just it's locking on yourself, man. Don't be looking around unless you with people that's on the same thing with you, but don't let the outside stuff like get you discouraged, man, because most people out here, man, whatever it look like, 50% of the time, that ain't even what it is in real life, man. So you can't judge that.
And sometimes it's not as bad as you think it may be.
Nah,
You
nah.
know.
Like I said, everybody, it's people got it way
Hmm.
worse than the worst person got it, man. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think it'd be some posts on Instagram. I don't know how they say it, but it's like, somebody's envying. You think you got it bad, but there's somebody out there that's like envying your life or envying what you
Hmm.
got going on. But you think you complaining, but there's a person out there that would love to like have them problems that you got. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a
Yeah.
billionaire that's miserable. You know what I'm saying? It's people with all the money in the world that offer themselves every day, or this,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
this thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got like Wes said, man, you got to run your race, man. Whatever you doing,
Hmm.
you got to run your race, man. And that's how
Yeah.
I got to go, man.
Nah, but to your point, man, like I think this the other concept, brother, that sometimes having nothing is having everything. And you see what I'm saying?
You
Right?
ain't got no
Like
problem, man. You ain't got
no
no.
problem. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hey,
You know what I'm saying?
if you if you if you a millionaire, but if you make $1 million, but you spend 2 million, you the same as the guy that make 20,000, that make fifty
Yeah.
thousand, and he only spend 20.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, that's
living he
right.
living more carefree,
Oh
and he
yeah.
living better than you are.
That's
You know,
right.
that's so yeah. You're right, man. You're
Yeah,
right
you
about that.
know,
That's what I was trying to say, man. Like
yeah.
people look at it. That's why people
Mhm.
look at it, and
I
we
want
don't.
more and more and more. Mhm.
Yeah, man, that ain't it, man.
Yeah,
That ain't it, man. You
yeah,
gotta. It's yeah, it's different, man. You gotta feel like that's why people social media is bad in that way, because
Yeah.
all it does
Yeah,
is
horrible,
make
bro.
you make you take your life and pull a mirror up to somebody else's and like compare it, like look over, like damn, they got that. You don't know how long they've been working for that business. You don't know how long they've been struggling. You don't know how many L's they took before they started winning. You don't know if they look like they winning now, if they even winning, because
Hmm.
it's a such thing as debt. So just because I'm up now, I gotta fix. I gotta come back. I gotta bounce back.
Gotta come back. That's
I
right.
gotta
yeah,
recover, man. I gotta come out of the hole. So yeah, man, that's one thing that I don't do it a lot, but I do it with people that I feel like is accomplished in the world, like celebrities. People that's I can look and see like, oh yeah, he really makes this. But people that's everyday like peers, I ain't never looked at like, damn, yo,
yeah,
how he got that,
Yeah.
man? Like he
yeah,
should have that. That's crazy, man. Because number one, you don't know them, you don't know what they really
Hmm.
got going on, and
Hmm.
number two, like I said, you'll never know the story. So so you
Yeah.
can't. You really need to waste your time. They say comparison, that's the thief of joy.
Thief for joy. Yep.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Hey, so
That's facts.
what y'all boys, man, this will be next week anyway, but what y'all gonna do? Y'all got them hams ready, man? I ain't eating no hams, man. What you got going on, Lionel?
You know how it go, man. I'm gonna be at
Load up.
mom's crib, man. They got everything, man.
You gonna load up.
We got what you want, man. Got what you need,
Yeah, they
So
got everything.
nah, yeah, they
Pig,
got everything.
they got the pig, and they got the vegan
Yeah,
options too, man. They gonna
you
have it
know
all.
that. That's gonna be everything, brother. From A to Z out there, man. So I think what we did last year, everybody kind of brought their dish, and we just kind of put it together. Mom, she always gonna do the traditionals,
Yeah,
and then everyone else kind of do what they like to eat. We got this new age thing popping, man. Nobody eat turkey no more. How that go. Nobody eat stuffing no more.
uh,
So your mom do hold it down for the traditions.
yeah.
But
Bro, what
but
you be
yeah,
doing?
man.
What you do, man?
Man, last year, man, last year I actually went out to a restaurant, man. We tried that, man.
There you go.
Yeah,
And it was cool. It was cool. It
cool.
was cool. But you know, you're amongst other people, and
Mhm.
it kind of takes away some of the tradition, like family
Yeah.
tradition of Thanksgiving. So, but as far as the convenience, A1. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, we just going back at it this year.
Mm.
Frying the turkey.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
You be at home?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at home. Yeah, yeah. Mom's just came up this evening, so
Nice. Nice.
she disorganizing my kitchen right now. So you know,
Oh, you had to bring the cook in, huh?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I understand it. I understand. That's what
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
it is about, brother.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
for a couple years, man, I had what's that joint short pump? Firebirds. I had that joint like catered for like last
Okay.
2 years. So I'll just get whatever from there. No turkeys, no hams, none of that. They
Mm-hmm.
might, what I'm saying, none of that stuff. But this year, I think we just doing like seafood for real, man. Like,
Okay.
That's
yeah, like
dope.
I can't. I don't mind. I would eat turkey, but I ain't even. I ain't cooking, so I don't got no opinion anyway. Because I ain't cooking none of it, so I don't really. If they don't want to do it, I ain't gonna. I'm cool with it. But now I ain't
Mm-hmm.
had a real Thanksgiving, man. Years, man. I don't remember the last
Mm-hmm.
time I had like all that on my plate: turkey, ham,
Yeah,
none of
yeah,
that,
yeah.
man. Yeah, but I'm cool with it, man. We used to do the catering for a couple years, have everything, eat on that for a couple days, and then you just toss and you ain't gotta wash no, a
Hmm.
whole lot of, prep and all
Mm-hmm.
that, man. Just throw it in the oven, man. But before we go though, man, do y'all really I don't really I think my first thing was with the holiday, man, is I don't really think it ain't the real holiday to me no more. Like I used to think Thanksgiving is like now I know this ain't really worth. You really ain't supposed to celebrate this day, man. We wasn't winning on Thanksgiving a whole lot of years ago, man. Like our kind,
Mm-hmm.
man. So I first was like, damn, man, like we come together because we, you give thanks and you thankful for what you got.
Yeah.
But real holidays, like, nah, man, they was getting us up out of here on this day. The
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys and
Mm-hmm.
Indians and the Pilgrim, they wasn't nice. They wasn't
Yeah.
cool with us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what
Yeah.
I first was like, damn, man, we really ain't really supposed to really be. We ain't acknowledging the real holiday. We just go over that just to have the dinner part, but we really wasn't at the table. I don't think a long time ago. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. I mean, I know what it's. I'm
And
thankful for
yeah, I mean, if you,
it, but
I feel what you're saying. I mean, we have repurposed. I feel like we've
yeah,
repurposed almost every
Yeah.
holiday that's
yeah,
been rooted in evil. You know
yeah.
what I
That's
mean?
what I'm
Like
saying. That's
you
what
know,
I'm
like we celebrating this mass genocide. I feel what you're
saying.
saying,
That's
bro.
wild,
Like, no,
man. Like,
absolutely, it's
Same
wild.
thing
It's
with
wild.
Valentine's Day. This is
Valentine's Day,
another
and
genocide.
yeah, I mean, and think about what Christmas. Like Christmas didn't start with Christ. I mean, it started
Right.
with something else. You know what I mean? You do the
Yeah.
research on
Yeah.
that too,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah. Yeah.
mean, everything's been repurposed, rebranded, for
yeah, man.
consumerism, and
Yeah,
it's sad, man. But I feel you, man. I've been, boy, if I was a single man, I'd probably boycott every damn holiday there is, man, because of just the idea of like, all right, yeah, it's just not it's not even in alignment with what is real, and so,
and
but
that's how you know, like, if like marketing is like, I think Wallow said that like marketing is that's the most powerful thing in the world is like marketing because if you was to go in your house, go in the crib later and tell everybody like, look, explain everything to them. It's like, no, we
mhm.
ain't doing that. People been brainwashed for so long. They gonna tell you like, oh, man,
Yeah,
go ahead with that, man. Like,
yeah,
we gonna eat this turkey. We gonna
yeah,
open up, we gonna buy these presents for these kids. And if you could explain it to them, like, yo, we ain't supposed to do that. But
yeah.
we've been brainwashed for so long. People ain't even want to hear. They'll hear it and be like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
Yeah,
man,
they
we
gonna
got some
find a
stuff.
way.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be able to know how to like step out of things too.
Yeah,
Um, because like we get caught up in a cycle, and I was just thinking about this like when the government opened back up, a lot of that wasn't really it was to save the holidays, right?
yeah,
But
Mm,
saving the holidays, a lot of that is consumerism,
yeah. That's it.
just to give you these checks to get you to get back out here to spend your money.
Give them back to us. Yeah,
Yep. And give it right back to us.
yep.
So, and some people don't have that perspective on things or that type of insight on things. But when you do, look at things from that lens, like you really see how, this society that we live in is driven off of capital.
mm-hmm,
Man, and they just want you to buy,
mm-hmm.
and buy
Yeah,
some more.
and buy some more. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that brainwashing. And to your point, John, it's like that brainwashing. You can't even tell them because they're gonna hit you with the,
I know.
well, the wise men brought Jesus gifts, and that's why we buy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, that ain't why we buying gifts. It ain't
Nah,
got nothing to do with why we buy gifts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. And to our the point we made long ago in the pod, bro, is like, you gotta vet the things that you've been taught.
yeah,
People
Yeah.
man.
not
You gotta ask
vetting
questions, man.
anything.
You gotta ask why, man.
Yeah.
They're
Don't
not
ask too
vetting.
much.
And they
Yeah.
my mom tell me not to. I used to ask why about, certain stuff like in the church or,
Mm-hmm.
about we talked to Will about it. Like all this stuff happened. They say somebody died, happened
Mm-hmm.
for a reason. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like somebody 95, yeah, that's happened for a
Mm-hmm.
reason. But somebody 10, tragic accidents, shootings like that. I don't know if he really the man upstairs, he ain't really rolling with this. I know that ain't true, man. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you gotta they don't want you to do it, man, but you gotta ask, man. You gotta inquire. You gotta ask. You gotta
Wire.
inquire, man.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
be like,
Mm-hmm.
you just gotta check
Yeah.
everything out, man. But I mean, we ain't gonna kill the holidays, man. We're gonna take them for what they're worth, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, they just be fading to me now, man. Like all
Yeah.
those, those traditional ones, man. I just look at them different, man.
So
Just
different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's it, man. But hey, we definitely gonna be, thankful for whatever, man. Not for a holiday, but for just having the whoever you
Sure.
get with your family.
Absolutely.
That's
Another
cool.
day.
Yeah.
That holiday brought y'all together. Then
Yeah.
Together.
that's a good time. That's a good day.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
and, ti and times have changed now. We at the realm of our own families, and so
yeah, yeah,
it's no, and it feels different, right? Because holidays also meant you get to hang out with your cousins, you get to, see family we ain't seen in a minute. It's you get to watch the old people be inappropriate and cut up. Like it became a whole experience. Now you get older, and now you setting the vibe for real, right? And you creating the traditions, and you the old person cutting up now. Like, so it's a tables and turn type of thing, but still trying to find that same feeling, man. It is harder, man, especially when you know more, and
No better, man.
you see more, you know better. Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah. I try to tell my kids Christmas is every day.
Yeah, it's facts.
Yep. Every day, man. Every day. Yeah, you good, Raymond. You stop.
My bad, man. Somebody called me.
Yeah.
I tell my kids Christmas is every day, and not just from the perspective of you getting gifts, and you woken up with a chance and the opportunity to have another shot, and you should be thankful for that. So, I just try to instill those kind of things in them as well, so they can get a better understanding of, like, just because this one day comes around to where, like you said, Lionel, like it's the meaning of it has shifted, that I'm supposed to be receiving, and it just doesn't go in that way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But like you said, Lana, we got the wheel now, man. So in 20 years, it'll look different because we laid some different ground rules, man. So far as that's what you eating, like what you celebrating, you know what I'm saying, the meanings behind it, you're gonna steal your own beliefs and like ideas in your own kids. So when they're kids, when they got kids, it'll look way different, man. So that's all it is, man. Like we said before, people, our parents, they only gave us what they got.
What they knew,
Yeah,
yeah.
facts.
So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And I mean, we know, man, the world is a big, like, I mean, it's a big, I ain't gonna say it's a scam, but it's a big brainwashing, thing out here, man. So, whether it's good or bad, people been conditioned to believe in certain things, to follow certain things, and hey, they don't know no better, man.
To keep you like to keep you here, you know what I'm saying?
Believe
And
it is
don't let you get here.
follow man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we
Following
in the
something
matrix.
leading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we in the matrix for sure. This is the matrix all day, bro. This shit ain't real.
Simulation, man.
Simulation, bro.
Yeah.
Man. You got
They don't
NPCs
want
out
you to
here all
get
the
out of
time.
line.
Yep.
No, absolutely not. And listen, you see what happens when you get out of line.
Yep.
We got a whole lot of examples to show that, right? But and that's where we live in,
Take
man.
you out, take you under, or
Yeah,
take
bro.
you off the board completely, man. So yeah,
That's
yeah,
tough,
man.
bro.
Yeah, man. I think, yeah, man. But y'all, man, we get back on here, next week, man. And when this come out, it'll be after Thanksgiving. But y'all boys have a good holiday, man.
Yes,
And
sir.
Yes, sir, man.
we'll wrap again. But yeah, shout out to the doctor for
Yeah.
coming
To
Yeah.
through.
the good doctor, the good
The
doctor.
good doctor. The
Worldwide.
World Wide West.
Yeah, shout out to Worldwide, man. And hey, y'all boys be easy, man. Hey, and we can get back at it when we get back at it, man.
All right,
Yes,
y'all
sir.
take care,
All right.
family.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh shit. Damn, boy.
How can you pretend?
Now rocking with the elite.